Hi everyone, welcome to another installment of Sarah Loves Romance books. I am so glad you could join me again this week, and I hope you find something you like out of the books I'm going to talk about. So a couple weeks ago, I went full fangirl when the teaser trailer finally dropped for the new Netflix series Bridgerton. So if you don't know, Bridgerton is a dramatization of Julia Quinn's Bridgerton book series. And I have been looking forward to this series since Julia Quinn announced that it was happening. I'm very excited. So the producer is Shonda Rhimes. So if you like Scandal or Grey's Anatomy, I definitely think this is a series you're going to love as well. That being said, it was that moment that I decided the theme for this week's books. So as you can maybe tell from my shirt, I don't know. So our theme is novels that have been turned into movies or television series. There are some really famous, popular, not to be forgotten. I've got Hogwarts on here, so, Harry Potter, but I'm looking at romance novels, right? So some of the more famous ones would be Outlander from Diana Gabaldon, Terry McMillan's Waiting to Exhale, and basically everything by Nicholas Sparks. So I have chosen a few here today that I think you're going to find intriguing, and I am going to post below the video links to the trailers of the books I talk about. So, stick around for that. Don't forget about that. So, since Bridgerton is the book that brought us to this moment, we're going to start with Julia Quinn's The Duke and I. Now, disclaimer, we do not currently have a physical copy of this book in the library. I have asked for it to be ordered, and it will be. But in the meantime, it is available as an ebook and an audiobook on Libby and Overdrive through the library. Once again, if you don't have that set up yet, come into the library and we can help you do it. If not, it's also available on our website, the instructions. So now that we've got that little bit out of the way, let's talk about The Duke and I. So The Duke and I is the first in the Bridgerton series. And it takes place in 1813 London, and it is your traditional faux engagement trope. And what makes this series, because it is a series, what makes this series particularly engaging is the narration by a mysterious unknown author throughout the entire series. And this person acts as the omniscient secret teller, and with their scandalous Lady Whistledown's society papers, a blind item scandal sheet full of gossip. Delicious gossip. Love it. So this book is full of witty one-liners, charm, and three-dimensional characters, which is always delightful in a romance novel. This is not a cozy or a clean romance novel, but the sex is not gratuitous. This book is definitely made for Regency fans looking for something new, but if you are one of those people who has yet to be bitten by the Regency romance bug, try this book out. You're going to love it, I promise. The next book in our series is another well-known author, but she's known for a series that I'm not going to talk about today. So this is Sophie Kinsella's Can You Keep a Secret? I know you've heard of her. You have heard of the Shopaholic series. Well, that's her. But if that's all you've read of hers, you're really, really missing out, because I actually find her standalone novels to be light years better than the Shopaholic series. This is one of my favorites, including 20s Girl, but it hasn't been made into a movie, but oh my God, I love 20s Girl. This book is a movie. This is Can You Keep a Secret? And our contemporary heroine finds herself on a turbulent flight. And she is a tad dramatic and has decided that the plane is crashing. So during that tumultuous time, she uses that as an opportunity to unburden her soul of all her secrets to the super hot American guy sitting next to her. It's just warp speed, delicious deluge of word vomit. Let me share a piece for you here. Remember, this is our heroine talking to a complete stranger on a flight while she believes that it's going to crash. Here we go. I can't stop talking. I just can't. Every time the plane bumps or jolts, another torrent of words comes rushing out of my mouth like a waterfall. She was a swimming champion and an everything champion, and I was just nothing in comparison. Photography course, and I honestly thought it was going to change my life. 8 stone 3, but I was planning to go on a diet. I applied for every single job in the world. I was so desperate. I even applied to awful girl called Artemis. This new desk arrived the other day and she just took it. Even though I've got this really grotty little desk, sometimes I water her stupid spider plant with orange juice just to serve her right. Oh, this sweet girl Katie who works in personnel, we have a secret code for when she comes in and says, "Can I go through some numbers with you, Emma?" And we go and get coffee and have a gossip. Coffee at work is the most disgusting stuff you've ever drunk. Absolute poison. So we usually nip out to Starbucks. I put maths GCSE grade A or GCSE grade A on my CV when I really got a C. I know it was dishonest. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I so wanted to get the job. So you can probably guess where this tale is going. The stranger turns out to not be a stranger. It's actually the new American CEO of the company for which she just spread intel about. How does this turn out for our heroine? That is actually the really funny and surprisingly introspective tale that we get. That all comes together for a delightful happily ever after. So check out this book, Can You Keep a Secret? Our final selection for this week is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This is another series. This is one of those books, hopefully I'm not the only person who's done this. This is one of those books that I picked up the book because I caught the preview for the TV show coming out, and it just looked really, really, really good. So, and it starred one of my favorite actors. So here we are. I read it, and I've now read all 3 because it is that good. So, A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness is another book set in contemporary England. This time we're in Oxford with a researcher. She is super smart, a little bit of a witch, so she thinks. When I say little bit, she's not quite. Anyways, so she is searching in the world famous Bodleian Library, something like that. I'm sorry, it's English. I'm not English, but it's a world famous library in Oxford, and a long thought missing manuscript appears to her. That missing manuscript that has been missing for over 200 years opens up an intense and millennia-long battle between good and evil. And our heroine is in the center of this war. The hero himself is quality grade A anti-hero material. And it actually takes a really long time for the heroine and us, the readers, to decide which side he is on. And this book has it all. Witches, vampires, demons, mystery, murder, sex, time travel, and an alpha male. Like I said, I've read the whole series, and I cannot recommend it enough. So, I hope you enjoyed these books that I have picked out today to share with you. And don't forget, before you leave, to check out the links below so you can watch the previews for the movies and television shows that I have spoken about here today. All right, thanks for joining me again, and I cannot wait to see you next week. Bye, y'all.